We're going to be doing City Skyline. It's a different type of deal. You could say different type of game that I normally play. I play a lot of different kind. Well, I actually play all kind of games. And this is not an action game. This is a relaxation game, and one that people really can get involved in and build their own city and manage their city and all the good stuff that comes with that. So it's getting away from a lot of this action games and doing a little bit something that will calm you down, relax you, enjoy some music, and you can either watch or play along or just sit there and try to do it on your PlayStation or learn something. We're gonna get going on there right now. Just give me a second as I gotta prepare myself here because we're doing a live YouTube video right now on all this. Just give me 1 second to make sure that everything is broadcasting the way it should. It's a really nice game. I played it many times, but I'm not very good at I haven't played it a lot on PlayStation. I played it a lot on my PC, and I decided to bring it into PlayStation to play it there on PlayStation. All I gotta do is change some things here on my thumbnail because it wasn't correct. It's not in the right. It doesn't have the right thumbnail, and make sure that that is in there properly. So just give me 1 second here as I update my thumbnail so we can get started here on this great, fantastic game. I really like it. I've actually spent hours and hours on this game, playing it on my PC. It's been a while since I've done that. Played it on my PC. Hang on a second. Hey, what do we got here? The wrong information. Let me get that there. Hang on a second. Just put the wrong information there on PlayStation. I mean on my description box. Want to make sure everything is right there. Hang on a second. And then we get the thumbnail that should be on there that I didn't put in there. That was also missing. Where is thumbnail? There it is. Okay, thumbnail's in. Make sure that all the tags are right, and we're going to get started. We're going to be picking a new game here. We're going to be going with a new map, so just follow me. Like I said, you can enjoy this as just look what I'm doing, get some tips on what I'm doing. If you are on the messenger, maybe today I'll put on the messenger on YouTube so I can see if you have any questions about the game. But I still got give me a little bit of time on that because I'm still getting things going here on my tags here that I need to get in here. Alright, okay, I think I'm good to go. I just want to make sure that I'm broadcasting here. Let's see where we're gonna go here. Let's see, where can we go here? What's a nice place to build? I always tell people try to get, I'm telling you from my you could say experience with the game. Build yourself somewhere nice, somewhere you can get close to the river, or somewhere where there's a water, but usually it's good to have a river going by, and I'll show you why there's a reason for that. I think we may be building not too many rivers because then you got too much things to deal with, and I think it's just don't make it overcomplicated. So maybe I'll go over here to this one here, the two river gorge, river gorge, call it river gorge, no, not that one. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go with this one here. Let's see how this one does. Alright, so I'm going to hit next on there. Alright, just give me 1 second here because I got to make sure that I'm broadcasting correctly here. Alright, and I also wanted to see my messenger to see if it's actually working properly. I just want to listen to my voice here. Come on, as we get started here. I also want to see my messenger. There it is. That's cool right there. Okay, here we go. Somebody asked if this is similar to SimCity. Yeah, it's very similar to SimCity. If you guys ever played that, it's pretty much very close to it. Alright, so now here's the thing about this game. You could play it the normal way, which is basically you have to budget yourself. You got it built as the budget goes. As you make money, you build more, and of course you got to be able to raise taxes, lower taxes, and all this kind of stuff. That is the normal way of playing the game. Alright, but here's the thing: if you're a beginner and you start playing that way, you're going to fail and fail and fail and fail and fail. Okay, the cities will not grow the way you want to. What I'm doing here today is I'm going to be I'll be doing both type. Okay, not today, but up today for today I'll be doing the unlimited one. Everything is unlocked, unlimited money, unlimited oil, and so on. All right, so I'll be doing that one. All right, and that will give you an idea of what the buildings are available, how things work, and then when you learn more and more about it, then you start going into the regular game where you start you have to budget the way you built the roads. You have to know how to raise taxes on people, how much you're going to spend on power stations, and so on and so on. So in order so you don't go bankrupt and the city don't go bankrupt and the people don't move out. Okay, so that's basically it. But on this one, everything is on there. All it's pretty much the everything you want. It's on there. Hang on a sec. All right, so we're gonna start there. Let me just get started. And I'm on the messenger on YouTube, so if you got any message, I guess I can read it there. I won't be able to answer you back possibly. Kind of far from the messenger, but I should be able to see more or less what you're saying on there and try to answer if you have any questions. All right, so here we go. We're going to start the game here. This could last for hours. These games sometimes they could last quite a while. All right, let's get going. And Blue 6, if you're out there, I send you a very nice email. You should go check it out if you haven't got it. And everything in that email, pretty much keep it to yourself because it's only between you and me. It's it's a little email having to do with the situation at hand when it comes to all this censorship. Okay, so anyway, here we go. Okay, where are we at here? All right, we seem to have two areas here. Two entrance into the area. This is our box. This is where we're going to be building it. There's your water. This is the thing about this game. Now I am on unlimited everything. All right, so pretty much I can spend whatever I want as far as money goes and build whatever the heck I want. Okay, like I said, if you're playing the normal game, you're not going to have those limitations. I think you start off with like 70,000. And wait a minute, I'm not on unlimited. I thought I was. Because I can see I have 70,000. There should be nothing on there. It should zero on there. It should be zero out. I'm gonna have to go back to the game. I may have had hit that by mistake. I didn't hit those buttons. Hang on. So I'll restart the game. I will restart the game again. Okay. Because I don't have it on there. Okay. And I wanted to get it on limit so you guys can learn first how to play a game, how to set things down, the grid, the whole 9 yards. And you can really start getting an idea for the feel for the game. Let's go back over here, and I'll be just giving you tips the way it should be played. There's a way that you should be thinking how to play it. All right, here we go. Let's go to a new game, and we're gonna go back to the same area that we had today. I think. Let me see where was it. I think it was Two Rivers or something like that. Let me see if it was Two Rivers. Hang on. Why is it not changing? Let me go here. Somebody's messing around with my controller. I hope it didn't break. I'm not going to be a happy person if the controller breaks. Look at that. It's not going back. Why is that? Oh, wait a minute. I know what I did. I think I know what I'm doing. Now it should maybe. Well, something very odd's happening here, and I hate to have to reset the game. Hang on. Oh, this is what I know. Now I know what's going on. Okay, new game. We're going to the wrong one. We should be on scenario. Not scenario. Don't do the scenario. If you want to do scenarios, you can do it, but that's a whole different thing there, and we're not doing that one today. Here we go. Okay, where was I? All right. I believe I was doing this one right here. All right. So here we go. We'll go to the next one. Now here's what you're going to do. You're going to hit these, pretty much turn them all. You see where it's going to basically tell you you're not going to get a trophy for this because basically you're on unlimited everything here. But it gives you a feel for the game, more of an idea how to set up the game, and then when you practice enough with this settings, then you can start eliminating some of the stuff like unlimited money. You can remove that and other stuff, and then little by little you start learning how to manage your city and what you can do to grow your city without going bankrupt. This is kind of the entire thing of the game here. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, we're about to get in there. Okay, go in here. And we should have everything unlimited now on the city. Here we are. Okay. There you go. You see, now I have unlimited money. This doesn't say 70,000. It doesn't say anything on it. So anything I want to spend, I got. All right. So what I want to do here, I got one area here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm looking at the big picture here. I believe that I want to leave this large area on this side, over here on my right-hand side. I want to leave that area there for the industrial park. All right. And I want to make my city possibly over here. All right. Is what I want to do. All right, maybe that's what I'm thinking of, more like what I'm planning on doing with this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get in there. Okay. Now you can mess around with your control. You're on PlayStation. The controls are pretty straightforward. You can mess around with it. You learn. You know, you're pretty much going to learn what it is. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to add some roads here. Don't need to do it in any in this kind of particular order, but it's best to do it. Add the roads because then it's easier to put in your power plants and all this kind of stuff. So we're going to add what I suggest is you get a nice wide road. This first one here is not a wide road. It's a small road, and you're going to have a lot of traffic congestion. A lot of people are going to be stuck in traffic, and your city's going to struggle. So since you're on an unlimited budget, I will say get a large road. All right, and let me see what I can get here that is something large. 2-lane road with trees. Okay, that's a 2-lane road. All right, so this one here has got 2 lanes. Definitely do not get a 1-lane road. And let me see this one here. This is actually a 3-lane road. Oh, that's a country road. And let me see. Here we go. We got a 4-lane road. This is a 4-lane road. This is more. I like the 4-lane road with the trees in the middle as your main road. All right, as the main road for the city, as you could say, the boulevard. All right, so let's go with that one. Also, you got buses. All right, here's a 4-lane road with a bus line. Now you can go with this one, and I'm probably going to go with the bus line because I'm thinking of adding a bus line. Alright, so I'm going to put that as my... I wish I had trees on it, but I don't see trees on this one. The trees would have been nice. So I want to go with the bus line one. Alright, so I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to start building my road. Now I'm going to back up a little here so I know where I'm going with the road. Alright. What is this here? Oh, somebody stuck a rock in the way. If somebody sticks a rock in your way, don't worry about it. Build your road, and what you're going to do here is... what in the world is this? Is this the road that I wanted? No, this is oh, it has the bus line already like built into it. This will cause problems, this road here, because there seems to be 2-lane and then a bus line. I've actually never seen that road on my PC. I don't remember seeing this road here. It's a good road, but it may cause some problems here. I would not put the entire bus line on the entire thing. You can probably use it as your main road, and don't put it. Now, if you got a rock like this, you need to get rid of it. You go over there to your square on your controller, hit square. You're gonna get these little lines on top of the screen. This is basically telling you you're under the construction mode. Once you go over here, you pretty much highlight the rock that you want to get rid of. And you hit the X button and you get rid of it. Now the rock is out of your way. Alright, so then you can go back to building your road. Now you can change road styles. Alright, right now I'm going to be making a bus line. Alright, I want that main road to have a bus line going on. So I'm going to continue here, and I'm going to pull back. Here's my river, and I'm going all the way to the river, but there's a reason why I'm doing it. Alright, because I'm planning on putting a cruise ship terminal in there, and possibly some other stuff having to do with ships. Alright, so let's see what we got now. Alright, now remember, you're going to eventually tie that to that, but you got to go back and you got to do the next lane. The next lane is there's a coming in and going out lanes. There are 2 lanes there. Alright, now sometimes it does this wackiness. I don't know why it does that, but just hit the X and keep on going until it straightens out again. Alright, there you go. Alright. Alright. Let me see what it did here, because it's acting just weird stuff again. Alright, here you go. Sometimes it does this stuff. Alright, so here you go. Let's see where we're at here. So we put in our 2 lines in there, and now I think the bus line, it's going to go around some different areas. So let me go. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go along the coast here, all the way down to the end here. Okay. And then I'm going to come back this way as the bus line. I'm going to go, I think down, well, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to make it a, not in all areas. I don't want to put the bus line in all areas. All right. I don't, when it comes this close to the highway, I don't like to just tie right into it because you're going to get a big giant knot there. A lot of traffic. It's going to get screwed up. So I get close here. Then what I'll do is I'll come down here a little further down. And then from there, I'll do this. All right, that will lead that part of the bus line. But you know, this is a 2-way road, so we need to come in back. And what we're going to do here is, let me see if I can now spread the bus line. The other side of the road. Let's see if I got the, actually I got it on the wrong side here. Should have been the coming traffic, should have been the other way. But not to worry, it's easy to fix. Because I'm looking at, you gotta look at the arrows here. Make sure you look at the arrows. The arrows are pointing that this is the incoming traffic, and this is the outgoing traffic, all right, of the bus line. So you know the incoming traffic is, if you're in a country like the U.S., you're gonna have that on the right side probably. So that's no problem. What I do is I'll go here to this little corner here, hit the box, hit the construction. So I get rid of that, and then what I'll do here is I will take that. Hang on, and now we'll go back and we'll get this here, and we're going to tie it up to this one here. There you go. And then I'm going to take this one here, and then I'm going to use that one to go along the line here, along the side. Alright. Alright. And we'll put that there. Now there's a bus, the reason there's a bus line here is, this is basically, this area will be your city. It takes up a lot of room. You can see this line is very wide. Alright. Then you come over here. Alright, and then, well actually let me go back because I want to put some, that's fine I think, I'll put it there. And then I'll come here. Alright. Alright, but I want to put this one. Alright. So we're going to tie that here. Alright, and then we're going to take this one because in case, you know, people want to get off here. And then we'll take this one. This is a little bit of intersection here. Session. And we're going to put that like that. Alright, now that's your bus line. It's got the bus route there. And what you're going to do is, in the middle here, what I suggest is, go ahead and put a bus line right through the middle. You're going to make it like an X here. Maybe come here and kind of tie it up into this one here. Alright. And now you can see, the problem is you're running out of room here, because this bus line does take a lot of room. Alright. So we're going to concentrate our bus lines in here. Alright. Now there's train lines you can put in there, bus lines, everything is on top. If you'll go to the top, if you come over here to the transportation, okay, you're going to see all the stuff that you need. Now you're going to need a terminal, okay, on this one. So you're going to have to go possibly. Let me see what else we got here for a bus terminal. I can't pronounce that. So here you go. You pick that up. And you put it in place. Let's put it somewhere here, which is now is that it? I'm just trying to find out if that was for buses. And this one next to it, bus station. This is a bus station, and this one a bus depot. Okay, and of course you got the roads here. You're gonna get the, I will say, get a bus station. All right. And this is like the city's going to go in here. This is where you want to put most of your city in. So you don't want to put it like right up front. It's usually in cities it's not going to be like that. Maybe you put it along the edge here, kind of, where it has access to both roads. and you put it in there. And then over here you got a wait a minute. Over here you got a bus depot. I'm not too sure about the bus depot. What I'll do is I'm going to put it right next to here. Alright. Alright, put it right there. Alright. Now, there's stuff in the middle here you can be with. Now, it's going to say there's no water, there's no power. Don't worry about that. We're going to get to that. Okay, what we're going to do is now is we're going to head over. Make sure everything is okay over here. We're going to head over. And once we got all that clear, okay, we're not gonna go crazy here adding a lot of bus lines because we're gonna run out of room. We need to start adding some of the buildings, some of the stuff businesses, but we need to add power and water here. Alright, so we're gonna leave that like that right now. It's pretty much good where it's at. We can expand the line later because you can blow up some of the buildings, get them out of the way, and put in your bus line. Alright, you can also put in the trains. You got trains in here. You also got an airport. You got ships and airport. All that can be put into place. Alright, for right now, we're going to leave that right there. And like I said, this area in there, that should be where more or less where the city will be. And on here, you got more of the residential areas. And across here, we're going to be looking at industrial parks here. That's what we're looking at here. Alright, here we go. Let's go get this thing powered up. Let's get some power in the city, because if not, people are can't get the lights turned on. We got the street lights on, but we need to get the power for the entire city going here. Let's go to the power side. Here we go. Here you go. Okay, now since I'm on the unlimited budget, which I can put anything I want to, I'm gonna go with the most powerful of them all. And this is the nuclear power plant. Okay, this is, if you had to pay for this, if you were playing the regular game, you could not afford this. What you're getting on the regular game to start with on PlayStation, when you start to play the game on PlayStation, you're getting about 70,000 as a budget. So you will not be able to get this one, but because we have an unlimited budget, we're taking the big power plant with us. And now, the power plant, what you want to do with the power plant is you want to move it away. I mean, logically, you would not put this power plant. Let me see where we're at right now. You're not going to put the power plant in the city in case there is an accident, people. You want that thing as far as it can go, away from you. Now, we are limited here on where we can go with it. And what we're going to do is, I think I'll put it right here. I'll put the power plant right in here, because this is actually the industrial area. Now, I forgot that we need to put a road there, so we're going to put a road there first. Let me go back to the road there and grab me a road. Where's the road here? Okay, here's the road. I'm gonna grab me a road here, and I'll put a 4-lane. Not for the power plant. I'm not gonna put a 4-lane. I want to go down and put a 2-lane highway on there, a 1-lane highway to the power plant. It's a simple road that I'm gonna put in there. All right, so the power plant will go in here. All right. So we're just gonna put a road right here. And let me go out here, because I'm at the limitation of where I'm going to be on here. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to put the power plant there. What I'm going to do is I want to go down here to close to the river, and I'm going to start to put this small road that I want to put in here. This is what a lot of the industrial stuff is going to be at here. So when I come back in here, we'll tie that up here. How's that? All right, now we can go in there and we can put in the power plant. All right, so let's go looking for the power plant again. And the power plant is going to be under here where it looks like a little water drop. And this is where you're going to find. Not only are you going to find the power plant, you're going to find the water plant, the treatment plant, and you're going to find also the trash. And let me tell you one thing: the trash is extremely important if you want to have a successful. We're going to get into that. So right now we got that. Let me go get the power plant. All right. And let me see. I'm going to go with the large nuclear power plant here. All right. I'm going to come over here and see where I can park this baby right here. I think that's a good location. Right there. Boom. Right in there. Okay. So the power plant is in. Now, when you have a... Let me see if you see that purple. Some of you people, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing here today is for a lot of people that they're beginning in this. They don't understand this game. If you look at the purple is the area where if you put a building in that area, it's going to have power. outside that area, it's not going to have power. Okay, and you have to put a power line. So I suggest you start building things close to the power line. That way, power station, this power station, and that way you don't have to add any kind of electrical lines to it. All right, to the grid. All right, here we go. So now that I got the power plant in place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab the water purification. Not water purification, water supplies. This is the one. There are different pipes. There's one that does water purification. This one here actually dumps sewer right into the lake, into this river. And this one can actually cause a lot of problems for you, because if you put it close to the water source that you're using for the city, people start getting sick. So what you got to do here, this is the water. This one here is going to pump in the water for the people to use. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to grab that one. Then you look at these little arrows on the river. You see the arrows on the river, how they're pointing? How they all go down this way in one direction like that? You want to put it here, because this is where the flow of water is at. You're going to put the treatment plant as far as you can on this side. Or the one that's going to dump the sewer, you can say, into the river, all the way on this side. That way people don't get sick with the water. All right, so, I mean, that's just logical, people. So you come in here, but don't use up. You see the space in here? Don't use it up for anything else, because you may have to put a couple of this water supply stations in there. That is if you got unlimited budget. All right. So I'm going to put one. Then I'm going to come back here and put another one. And I'll come and put another one. And I'll put 4 of these just to get started here. We'll use 4 of these here. All right. Okay. All 4 of them are in there. All right. So you see the water plants. Now you see there's no power on them, and before we put power or anything to them, we have to set in some pipeline. You gotta have pipeline, people. You can't, no pipelines, ain't nothing gonna happen there. All right, get yourself your pipes. Now you're gonna see these little round areas at the back of the power line. You need to tie those together. So you're gonna run a pipe, run another pipe. So you're gonna run a pipe, and then run another pipe, and now you can run a pipe to the power plant, to the nuclear power plant. All right. Anything inside the you see this blue area, you see the green line, then you see next to it like a blue area. Anything inside that blue area will have a water supply. You don't have to run all pipes into every single individual building. All you gotta do is run it near enough to it, and they have a water supply. So right now this will have a water supply. Okay, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a grid here. All right, to cover the entire area with water supply. All right, so now I'm making sure that all the area in here has a water supply. So all the buildings will have their water supply. All right, you don't have to worry about going over a road on this, because this pipeline goes underneath the road. So you're not going to worry about that. All right, so there you go. We're all the way up here, making sure that all the buildings have their water supply. All right. Now, what you do is, over on this side, since it was on the other side, you just can go down here, grab yourself another pipe, pull it here to the side, pull it back up here, all the way down to the end, and you can even it out. Yeah, put it right there. I think it'll be good enough. And then you can go ahead and tie it to this one here. All right. Now you have the enough water for that entire area. What you don't really have here is the more roads that you have to build. So not to worry about. We're good to go with there. We got the pipes underneath, and this is what counts. All right. So now when you go in here, just remember this is going to be your industrial part. Now here's some things you can do. You can go more advanced in this, or you can kind of like go with it. Here's the thing. The reason I say is because if you go back and you go back to transportation. All right, on transportation, you can actually get trains, and trains can help out the city grow. But here's you got a terminal here. You got a cargo train terminal, and this is something you can put in there. All right. So that is something, but it's going to be quite big. All right, but this will help the businesses, or you could say the factories in here, because now there's an area where they can ship off their goods with trains. Okay, But here's the thing about here. At this point in time, all right, you're gonna notice something here on the train thing. There are no tracks. All right. So you can wait for later on in the game to blow up whatever is there, whatever building is that you want to get rid of. You can get rid of the buildings, and that maybe by then the train track will be unlocked. That way you can use the tracks and put them in anywhere you want to. So for now, for the time being, we're not going to do that. All right. So okay, I'm just showing you what to do on there. Now, of course, you got the port. You can put in there too. This is a seaport. You have two different parts. You got the one for cruise ships, and then you got one that is basically a cargo hub, and you got one that can actually be tied to the train. All right. This one here. Let me see if this is the one for the train or not. Okay, this is just the regular cargo. And now the port, you have to be able to. I don't know if I can put it right now because I don't have. I don't have the infrastructure for it on the port. Let me see where I'm at here. All right. Let me. Yesterday was okay. Was actually. I'm not going to lie. The port there. I'm going to continue on with it. I'm not going to do the port now. Any of the ports or trains. All right. Let me go back to the roads. Alright, now we're going to make a bit of a grid here with the road. We're using, since this is an industrial area, I'm just using a regular, could you call it a small road? It's just a simple road. You can get a little bit more up here, and you have a 2-lane road, but it's going to take up more space. And this one has a bike lane. You don't need that in an industrial area. Basically, this one small road, it's a cheaper one, and it will also start helping you or training you to be in a budget. Alright, so what I go here is I come over here, and I'm going to tie the rope here. I mean, tie the road over here. Alright. I don't know why it's not following that. Let me see here if I can get it from this side. Sometimes there's some wacky stuff here. Alright. Now, you see where the end of the blue there. You see that blue? There's a space between the this blue and this line here. There's a little space in there. You want to do is you want to get as close as you can to that. And the reason is because you want to save time. But you don't want to put it all the way out, that much separation, because there's going to be nothing in that green area. I mean, that area is going to be nothing there. So you get as close as you can. All right. You get around here, and then you can go ahead, tie it to the road. All right. And you can continue with your grid. All right. Alright, so you continue to build your grid over here. And what I'm going to do here is probably, let me see, I'll come up here. And it's kind of, these little dots are kind of helping you, guide you. Alright, so you can go there. And this is, like I said, the industrial area. Alright. Let me see if I can get out here. I want to straighten out my road a bit, so I want to go this way. Put a little. There you go. Alright. And then I want to come over here and continue my grid. And try not to overlap too much the other grids. You can see little line grids there, because what problem is you're going to start getting small companies. You don't want very small companies. You want to get some of the bigger companies. Alright, you go here. Whammo. And then another one here. And now you go back in here. Alright. Now at this point in time, you can add some roads there in the middle. It's not necessary. They can travel up and down those roads. It's not good. Now you notice that I don't have this up on the highway yet. Okay. It's not tied to the highway. Alright, but I will be doing that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and pick up the bus line that I had as far as the roads go. Alright, let me go back to the road. And I want to get the one with the bus line, the one that I was using. Alright, because I'm going to tie this now. And I want to go across with this, because I want to tie that to the... Now the main, let me see one thing. Now we have nighttime here. Okay, this is the main road here. So we want to make sure that when we tie this to the bus line, it's going to be kind of direct here. Let me see if we can get this to cross over here. And now we're going to have a bridge here. Alright. Now, as you can see, it doesn't jive. Okay, the other entrance, exit of the highway is down here. So you may have to do one of these wacky turns here. But it doesn't matter, you can do it. Come down here. And then what you do is you kind of like start straightening out so it won't look that bad, that kind of weird. And then you come over here. And then you can go ahead and tie it up to this one. Alright, that will tie your those roads to the main city. You go back over here. Make sure this is right. Okay. And you come over here. Try to make it look nice there. Alright. And you kind of like, let's see where we're at here. There you go, and you can go ahead. Alright. Sometimes I don't know why it does that. It does that on the computer too. Where it says no, it just doesn't want to do that. If it gives you problems, just blow up the road and start over again. Back over here. Let me see if I can get down there from this side. I'm kind of off here. And I can see where the problem is at. This road is too close. The one on my right, the one here on the bottom, that bus line is too close. So I may have to demolish that. No problem, I'll go down here. And I'll demolish it. What I'll do is go back to the road. And then I'll take the bus line a little bit more this way. And then at that point I can turn. And it shouldn't be in anybody's way now. Okay. Alright. Now I should be able... Well, I thought I was going to be right there. Alright. So you got that, you got the connection done there. Alright. Now as you can see, the 2-lane bus line road takes a lot of room. Alright. Now what you got to go is go back to the smaller roads. And you're going to take the smaller road and you're going to tie that here. That way the trucks can get in there. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to complete this along the shore of the... I try not to go in here because it will create a bottleneck. You'll create a lot of traffic. So I usually do not go all the way and say I'll put it over here because it's just going to create a huge problem there on the bridge. So I will come out here. Alright. And I'll put the road there, and then probably come out more like this here, where it doesn't create it right on the bridge. Alright, so that is right there another area which is going to be an industrial area. And now you can, here you got to watch out because sometimes the traffic will go the wrong way, and you're going to have problems here. What you don't want is you don't want to feed the traffic from here into here, and then they have to go all the way around. Here's what will happen sometimes. If I put a road between here and here, alright, they may end up coming down with the cars all the way down here. And then they're going to be turning, they're going to make a left-hand turn, and they're going to go back up here to go through the bridge to go to the city. And you don't want that. What you want is the cars to come here. If there is trucks, they need to go to the industrial area, find them, go that way. If there's cars, well, they'll just continue to go down here, down to the city. So that's what you want to do there. And basically, you don't want what you'll do is you'll go away here, basically, and then you can build a road here, right around here, and then you can come back here, and there you go. Alright, that should be where the industrial area starts. Now there's water pipelines there. I don't think I finished all the water pipelines there, so I'm gonna have to go back. Find the water pipeline there. Make sure that everything has water, because if it's not gonna work good. Alright, so you come down here, the areas that doesn't have water, and make sure you cover all the areas that have to get water. Alright, so sure you hit all these areas they have water, and nobody's complaining to you there's no water. Alright. So we'll leave that for now. Alright, so that's got water. It's got the industrial area ready to go. The industrial area may not get going on. Let me see what it has. It says something. Oh, it's talking about the sewer. Let's not forget about that. Water treatment plant. Okay, make sure we put the water treatment plant. So you go over here, get yourself the water. Now, if you don't have the money, you're going to have to end up with the water, the one that basically pumps water right into the, it pumps sewer right into the river, basically. All right. The water treatment plant is the best deal, but usually when you start, you're just an extremely limited budget, and you may not be able to afford it. So we're going to go right now, and we're going to take the water treatment plant, and we're going to go down here at the end here. That's where I want to put it, the water treatment plant. Now I don't have a road for that one. All right. I was going to put it next to a road, but here I cannot even put it right. Here we go. We had it right there. Our water treatment plant, I can put it right here right now. Alright. You have to power your water treatment plant. Alright. Make sure you put the power to go to it. And right now there's no the power. What I do is on this one here, since I'm on an unlimited budget, I usually go and get me a small power station, put it right next to it. Alright. So you just go to power station on here. Get yourself one of the smaller, like this one here. It's a coal plant, and you can use that, put it right next to it. That way it's got the power it needs. And first let me get a road there. Let me get a road on there. Let me get that road. Alright. You see the traffic coming in already, which is good. Let me get a road over here. Alright. I'm going to put a road right around here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go from there to here. And that way kind of cross over here. Alright. And then we're going to come down here. And this will be right next to the power plant. I mean the water treatment plant. And then we're going to come down here to the end. Let me get a little closer. As I make another grid here before I put that power plant there. Alright. And like I say, I'm not going to go and tag. I'm not going to tag that to the main highway, and I don't want it going right here because it'll create a huge bottleneck. So what I'll do is I'll cut it off here. Alright, then I can do this, and no problem. Alright. And then I can finish off the grid here. Let me finish off the grid on here. Alright. So I'm going to come in, I'll come in from this side. Let me see. Not better from this side. Alright. This will create a bit of a grid here. And I can probably tie that there. There we go. That will give you a nice look there. Okay, and then we're going here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make it look a little nicer. So we'll tie that to there. Alright, and then... Man, it's an industrial park, so we can do this. And then take this and just follow it through here. And we'll tie it to this one. Alright. And we go here. Got another road. Alright, as we tied all this industrial park here. Because this entire side of the river here is just mainly industrial park. Alright. Right there. There you go. We're gonna keep on going here. Alright, and then I gotta, of course, let me, alright. And that just kind of gives you a grid going here of everything you're using. Now in the middle here, you can basically put a middle road. A road that will pretty much go the middle of all this. Alright. Alright. That's good enough right there. So pretty much you got this going there. This is your industrial area. That's what I'm building here. Now you can. What I can do is now go to the powers. Well, first of all, before I do that, I want to get the. Before I forget everything, because I end up forgetting that I need to put the water in there. And what I want to do is make sure that all the water pipelines are in. Where are the pipelines at? So the pipelines are pretty much, for the most part, they're set. So I cover everything with pipelines. And I will come down here. We'll tie the pipeline right here. That's kind of a wacky pipeline laid here. If you get this situation where you got this area, all you do is get a pipeline and run it right into it. Right. Make sure you cover it really good. That way nobody's out of water. Alright, so pipelines are in there. What we got to do now is go get a power station that I told you I want to give just for the power plant, for the sewer plant. And it's going to be a small power station. And we're going to put that right in here. And it'll be on the grid of the power station. Actually, it's not on the grid. It's right next to it, but it's not on the grid. We will have to run possibly a transmission tower. We'll have to run in there. Let me see if we have to run a transmission tower. I don't see the power on there. So it looks like we will. So you go over here, you grab yourself a transmission tower. And you'll plant one. Now it should be getting power because it's on the grid. I don't know why it's not getting power. If anything, if it doesn't stop blinking, no, it stopped blinking. I can see it stopped blinking. But what I notice is the water pipe is not connected. So let me get the water in there because it's not connected. The water's right here. There you go. Now it's connected. And now let me pull this one up here. And I want to connect that one. There you go. Alright, that way all the water pipes are connected now. Okay, so the water treatment plant is connected and the power is on there. This doesn't have power even though it's right across the street from it. It's because it doesn't have a transmission tower. So we got to go back to the transmission tower. Alright, find yourself a transmission tower right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to attach this and we should be able to get now power down because we're going to be on the grid now. Alright. It should have power now. I'm pretty much sure that I'm on everything with power there. But there's a little bit of situation. Well, the situation is that we don't have the water on there. Alright. On the why is it saying no power? I already connected to the power. I put the power right next to it. I don't know why it keeps saying no power. Oh, that's interesting. The power plant. Oh, I see what it is. If I don't put water on the nuclear power plant, it's not going to make water. It's not going to make power. So I was wondering what the heck is going on there. Let me go back to the nuclear power plant. What I got to do is I got to get a water pipeline that is, for whatever reason, is not connected. And where's the connection to the nuclear power plant? I don't see a connection. It should have been feeding water to it already. Unless it has something. Let me see what it runs. So I'll just run it in here. I'll run it across. Alright, let me see if it goes away. I don't see a connection to the nuclear power plant. Or water. Okay, there it is. No, it's still there. The water thing is still asking for water. It doesn't make any sense. Why is it asking for water? This is like a catch-22. Have you guys ever heard the catch-22 term? The water, the water plant, the ones that actually suck up the water can't run without power, and the power plant can't run without water. And you can't get either one of them to go unless you got power. No problem. I have the small power plant over here, and I'll use it. I'll run transmission towers from it. I think that's the situation I got there. So I'll go over here and run a transmission tower from it. Okay. It kind of screws up the looks that I want, but later on I get rid of it. You don't need it. And I'll run the transmission power. You can see that transmission power actually getting cut. Well, the tower got cut off, but let's see if we can get it. I'm trying not to run it through in the middle, but it's gonna end up running through everything. Hang on. Sometimes you can run it out here. Alright, there you go. It will look ugly. Later on, you gotta get rid of it. Okay, so we got the power going now. That should go away now, because there's power being fed to it now. Let me see if that goes away. If it doesn't go away, I have no idea what, unless I put this power plant backwards. Then it makes sense. I don't think so. No, this is like a mystery now. Yesterday I had no problem with this thing. I usually do this on my computer. There shouldn't be no problem. It should be sucking in water. And I don't think it's backwards. Huh. Why doesn't it work? I'm really mysterious. This is very mysterious now. This is why I get some power. Wait a minute. What the heck? Well, this is really strange here. What's going on here? They should have power there. You know what? Since I have the unlimited budget, maybe I put those wrong. Let me go make sure. I'll just blow them out of here. Let's see if I can get down there. Not even that. It's very strange here what's happening here. Because they should have blown them out of the water. I mean, take them out. Not even that works. What in the heck's going on here? Yeah. I don't know what's going on with it. Let me see. Maybe I put them backwards. Not to worry. Power plant doesn't even make sense either, because the power plant should have had water on it. Look at the pipe, the way it's the pipeline is running right underneath. The thing about it has no water. There's no water being pumped to it. So let me get that water plant going. Power's there, everything is there. What is the problem? Okay, that's the way I had it before, and why is it working now? It's exactly the same way I had it before. Figure that one out. Let me get another power plant in there. Another water supply. Again with the power? Are you serious? Talking about this problem with power? It's because this idiotic thing is not providing power. Now it looks like the power is being provided. I don't know. Oh, it needs a. It is a nuclear power plant, so it's gonna have. You're gonna have to get rid of the garbage on it. You can say the new radiation, whatever. I put the. Let me put it back here. I don't want to put it right next to right across from the city, and that's basically a garbage, a place to throw out the garbage. That's going to be right back there. Let's see now, as everybody's happy. It looks like the power plant is working, and I put the garbage in. And what you can also do is put an incinerator in there. I'll put that right next here to the garbage one right here. Now here's the thing about garbage when it comes to the city skyline. And I know, and I don't know if some city does the same thing, but the thing about garbage is as your city grows, you're going to have more and more areas. You're going to have to put more and more of this garbage dump. whatever you do, don't put the garbage dump or the incinerator next to residential area because the people start getting sick. All right. And if you're on a budget, if you're actually doing the actual way of doing the game, which is you're on a budget and you have to, people start moving out, and the city starts deteriorate, you could say, and it goes to hell in a handbag, you guess, if you want to say it. So you're gonna have to continue as the city continues to get larger. You got to continue to make your garbage dump bigger, and your incinerators, you're gonna have to add more incinerators. You got to have more garbage dump, more incinerators, on and on. So what I do is normally try to keep them away as much as I can from the residential area. Everything you see on this side will be residential, will be the city, it will be where people live and some businesses. But on this side will be the industrial area, and that's where I usually put the garbage dump at. It's in the industrial area. All right. So now you see where they stop complaining about garbage over here at the nuclear power plant. That's because the incinerator got going, they're set to go, and they're cooking up trash. Okay, so they're out there, and we already got some trucks there. You see a trash truck right there. There you go, little trash truck. Hey man, what's up? So he's picking up the trash, delivering his stuff already. Okay, so here I got 2 water plants. For what I'm building here, that's not enough water plant. All right, it's there for now, but I'm gonna have to add another water plant there sooner or later. More sooner probably than later. All right, so the industrial area's got the okay, I put a coal factory here also. Okay, we got here the waste disposal, or the treatment center for water. Okay, now over here we have water, where we're getting water, and over here we got a treatment center. All right, I keep those separated because the treatment center will be putting some of the polluted water back into the river, and you want that running down. You don't want that running back into the water source, the clean water source that the city's using. All right, because then you're gonna have people getting sick. So for the most part, this is already set to go. All right, now you're gonna have to go to zoning. We're not gonna do zoning there yet. All right, I will say hold on your zoning, hold off on zoning. All right, what happens is these factories cannot run without manpower. So if you start doing zoning right now, and you put zoning, and some factories start being built in this area, they're going to all be complaining about they don't have enough manpower. Where in the hell is the manpower, man? So that's what they're going to be complaining about. Let me go here and finish off one of the roads here that I didn't finish off. Hang on. I want to finish off this road here. Oh, I will finish off. It's has like a little dead area in there. You can always fill in the dead area with a road. Put a small road, just lead into it. I'll leave it like that for now. I don't see what the heck. Just leave it like that. All right. So leave the zoning off for right now. If you don't put the zoning, you're never gonna have houses. For those people who are doing this game from the beginning, if you don't do zoning, you don't put the zoning, what's gonna have to be where? Houses will not generate. Okay, so we're going to do the zoning after we do some of the roadway over here. We're going to do. Now we're going to end up going to the smaller roadway. I want to find something that's a little bit wide, 2-lane road with bicycle lane. You could use that in the city. See what else they got. Now I got everything open to me, so I can get anything I want. I like to see something with some trees, and what I might do here is put a bit of a boulevard. All right, since this is the city, this is where the city is going to be at. All right, so let me yeah, I guess I can put a boulevard down the middle here. So we're going to put a boulevard here, and I'm going to tie that to here, and we're going to go across here. There you go. So that'll be a nice looking boulevard. And what we're gonna do is, since it will be like a central, this will be a central road. What we're gonna do is possibly divide the city up, where you're gonna have the east, the west, and the south of the city. All right. And we'll put another one there with nice trees in there. All right. Did I put trees in that one? Right? Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna go down the middle here. And this will connect here. Okay. Okay, that's right. I see where I'm not connecting. I had to connect first. to this one. And then we're going to connect here. And then we're going to follow it to this one here. That will be the nice boulevard. And as you can see, it looks nice, that boulevard. And we're going to come back out here. Alright. And then, of course, we're going to have some traffic come from here. There you go. Alright, so that's the center boulevard. Alright. Now the boulevard, you can carry it over to the residential area. You could do it. Since this is it's going to be some trees, but don't put a lot of stuff in here. Let me see again. Alright, I'll put it right in here because I want to make sure that I can now start creating the grid for housing. Alright, now for the housing one, I'm just going to go with a small road. Alright, and that way it doesn't take up too much space for the housing. I start creating my grid here. This is for housing. You know. This is where the residential area is going to be at. So we bring it all the way up here. Now here's the thing about it. You want to make the city look nice, so you may want to put a boulevard here. Okay, a nice road on this side. This is for the nice condominiums, you can see along the river here. So you can go there with a small road, then you change over, and you go with the boulevard type road. All right. Do not tie that to this area because you're going to have a massive traffic disaster. What you do is you kind of cut it off here. All right, right there, and then what you're going to do is you're going to change back. What I'll do is I'll change. This is what I'll do. I'll change back to the smaller road. Let me go back to the smaller road here. All right, and then I'll grab that. I'll come here like right around here, and then I'm going to add that. That way it's going to tie to here, and it's going to cross the street. All right, so they can come through here. Now you're going to have the houses. Now you start putting a nice pattern in here, and try to keep it tight. But do not tie these streets. Let this street here be the one that feeds the neighborhood. Alright, this one here. So you want to come here, give some room to it, because if you click it right here, you're going to have a very short area to build. So you're going to give it some room here, so you can go on the back side here. You see what I mean? Right there. Now you have the correct size. Alright, now you can go ahead and tie that one there, because this is a street. What you don't want is traffic being jumbo up in here. Alright, if you put a lot of roads tied to that main road, they're going to have a lot of jumbo up traffic. Because what you do is you build like these boulevard, which is wider, and let that boulevard and the small road will be feeding this area in here. Okay, so we're all getting this right. We're making notes right. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's get this road here. Now, don't make a lot. This is you don't try to put too many roads, because what happens if you actually are doing this on a budget? The roads are going to eat you alive. They're going to kill your budget. Alright, so don't go crazy putting tons of roads in there. You can go here and tie this to here. Alright. Alright, this one you have no problem because you're just going up, basically making blocks is what you're making. Housing blocks, where the houses are going to be at. And there's going to be a blocks in here is what you're going to do. Alright. You come in here and continue to make your blocks. This is the residential area. That's what we got here. Alright, and then you get up one more in here, and you're going to connect that right in here. Alright, now here you could put a central road in here, and the problem is you're going to create a lot of mess in here with traffic. Well, I think that's enough road for there, because now we're going to go to this side. And on this side, let's see where we're at now. This side, we have a highway. I always like it building like a boulevard close to the highway, because that way you can put the bigger apartment buildings in there and they'll look nicer. All right. But you don't put the boulevard facing the highway, because you're going to have houses in between here and the boulevard. So what you do is you're going to bring in the boulevard. I call it the boulevard because it has nice trees on it, and it is a 2-lane highway. Okay, you can get a 4-lane highway in there. See why? Let me see what 4-lane highway. Hang on a second. All right, here we go. Let me see the middle. All right, this will be a 4-lane highway. and it has the trees in the middle. This will be a nice one for here. Okay, so what you do is pick that one. I'm not going to tie that to the main highway because I don't want to create a disaster, but I'm going to come here where it should be at. I'm going to pull it out here, and this will start making a nice boulevard in here. Remember to leave space between those dotted lines in here, because if not, you're not going to have houses on that side. You're going to create a disaster. So you got to have a house. Now you got enough house. Now you got enough. Even that, you can come a little bit closer. All right, there you go. All right, now you'll be able to have the nice apartments on that side, and you'll put your boulevard there. All right. All right. All right, and then you can go ahead and follow it up. Bring in the small road. Let's go back to the small road. Where's the small road? There you go. Alright, and you can follow that. Bring that small road up to here. Alright, so you have the boulevard here, and you get the boulevard in the middle. That goes all the way through. That will look really nice. And the one that goes through the middle of the city. Now you can go ahead and start building your grid again. Since this is going to be a row of buildings going that way, you don't want to put a lot of street in there. What you can do is you can make more of a court. You can go, hang on, you'll see what I mean. Alright, so you come here. Once you get around here, you're going to turn right here. Alright, and you're going to, there you go. And that will start making, make sure you got this. And you're going around the back now here. Alright. And now you're coming in. There you go. Okay, now you can go either way on here. You can go straight rows, or you can put, because you want to have nice buildings here. Nice long rows of buildings. So you don't want to put all these rows in there. All these streets and roads. So what you do is you go from this side here to do your grid, and that way it's behind the area. Hang on a second. Where was that? Alright, we'll come back here. Remember to space yourself nice, because if not, you're not going to fit houses in there. It's going to look kind of weird. Alright. There you go. You can't do, there's ways to curb your roads. I'm not doing that today on here. And okay, there you go. Alright, there's nice grid. Alright, let me get back in there. I gotta look at something else. We got the ones we got here. Alright, now this is, I guess, like I said, the boulevard is pretty much going through. You don't want to cut off these roads here. What you want to do is bring a road that's basically going to come in. Then you're going to turn. Alright. Possibly tied into this road. There you go. Alright. And there you go. So more or less this is what you... this is pretty much, now you got the grid. You got the industrial grid. And you got yourself the residential grid. Okay, now this is a city here. This is where you're going to be planning your cities at. This is going to be a little different here. The roads here are going to be, of course, the smaller roads, of course, too. So you're going to go with smaller roads. What you want to do here? What is it you got to ask yourself, what is the look you're looking for here? All right. You're coming up the highway. What is it will impress you? Buildings, nice-looking buildings at the major city here. All right. So you want to see rows of buildings here. All right. All right. Now remember, as your city grows, the industrial area, you can start moving it. You can start purchasing other areas over here or up here, and you can start moving your industrial area and start filling this in with more and more buildings and more city, and it's rebuilt. Let me tell you one thing about this game. There's no end to it. It can go on for quite a while. So we're going to go over here. We're going to be looking at our grid here, how we're going to come in here. I don't want to ruin the boulevard look. Alright, and I don't want to ruin this look, so I'm going to be possibly putting some, I'll put 1 or 2 streets in here. Alright, and then I'll feed the rest of the streets out of here. Alright, now this is what I'm going to do is I'll bring in... remember, the bigger buildings are going to go in here. And they will, these buildings are going to have... take up room. So you go in here. Alright, let me get this one going to grab. Alright. And let me put a, I'll do is I'll put a street from here to here. And then I just come back here. There you go. And then on here, you can bring a street here. And you could do is you can tie it to here. Okay. And then here. Alright, you can leave some space in there because sometimes you're going to need to make some city parks and all this. You can add stuff in here for your big buildings. You can, for now you're adding a street because you're going to, you know, you need to get population in here to start feeding the industrial area. So later on you'll probably be blowing that up and putting buildings in there, nice buildings. Alright, so what you want to do is put a center street in there. And that should cover everything from end to end. There you go. And you can go across with it. Alright. And then from here, you can go here. And then you bring one more. This is a little tight. It's going to eat up some of the areas in there. I don't want to put it in there. That's what I can do here is I can actually grab the street and I'll feed this one here. There you go. That way it doesn't go the other way. Alright. It kind of messes up my boulevard because I wanted to get a lot of rows of houses in there, but now we got streets cutting it off. We'll leave this one, this side here, pretty much intact. Alright, we'll just go from this side now. Alright. Now if I was you, I would go through to the other side because remember, we've got one way, it's going one way and then it's going, you should finish off some of these streets. That way your traffic doesn't get bunched up on there. Alright, so that will pretty much complete there. And that's another nice boulevard, so what I'll do is I'll grab here. And I'll take that all the way across here, and then I'll go here, and we're good to go. And then we'll grab another one here. Okay. And we're gonna go right around here. And we'll go here. Alright, so now we just need one center street. And we'll just come here and then we'll do that. How's that? Alright. So you got that entire area built up there. You can see what the entire thing looks from up here, which looks pretty good. Alright, now we're going to have to go in there and put in our water supply. So let's go get some water now. Some of the pipelines. Let's go get some pipelines here. I have not zoned anything yet because I'm waiting to make sure that all the infrastructure such as pipeline, roads, and power are in place before I zone anything. Alright. So remember, I'm working here on the unlimited budget. So it's not the same when you have a limited budget, you're going to have to be making money right off the bat. So it's a different approach to it, the entire thing. Alright, here we go. Alright, now here, like I say, we're probably going to have to put more water in here because this is not going to be enough to feed this entire city. Alright. Alright, so I'll come out here, all the way out here. And then what I'll do is I'll start gridding, making a grid here. Make sure that everything is going to be covered right. Alright. Actually, I don't want that. I didn't want that like that. I want it to get close here, but I don't want that bent on there. But anyway, I'll make it. I'll come over there. Alright. You want to make sure these buildings have power. Because if they, have water, because if they don't, then it's going to work against you. Come down here. There you go. Make sure that all these grids are covered right with the water. Don't worry about the roads underneath, because they're not doing, these pipes are going underneath the road. Right now you're able to see what the pipes are. That's what you're looking at here. I just want to make sure I cover everything here with the pipes. I don't have a pipes missing somewhere and people not getting their water. I don't know if this game, because I remember in the other game that I had on the PC, but I had everything there pretty much. I think on the areas where you have winter, you can start feeding the entire city with hot water or heating pipes. Alright, and you have to put those in. On this one, I haven't seen them. That doesn't mean they're not available. Maybe later on they will be if I go to a winter scenario, you could say. Alright. So there's an area here that's going to be a little bit missing pipes, but not the problem. I'll just come over here. And right down the middle here. Alright, there you go. And what I'll do is I'll connect some of these pipes to here. Because remember, these are water treatment pipes. So, and the treatment plant is right here in front of us. We're going to have to add more water. I'm almost 100% sure on that. So I'm just going to add a little bit more water plants in there. Alright, just add a couple more there. They should already get the power, and the pipes, I'll let the pipes, oh, the pipes are not running into it. Make sure the pipes are running into it. So let me go, hang on. Alright, you'll see the pipe is not running into it. It should be right here. You connect the pipe. Alright, pipe's running on that one. And let me see if the other one I brought in, if the pipe's not running. This one does not have the pipe going to it. Oh, it's connected on that way. Okay, fine. Okay, there you go. So now all the pipes are in there. Alright. And it's got power. And what you want to do is possibly get another treatment plant in here. Because the city's going to grow really fast now when it's all connected. And make sure you connect that. The water's in there, I think. I think I got the water connected on there. Let's make sure that the water's connected. Here we go. The water's not connected. And I'll do so. Wait a minute. The water's not connected. Why are you going over there? I guess over here in the front. Wait a minute. Why is it giving me problems to connect the pipe? Let's see if I can connect it to this way. I don't know why. The water should be connected here. There you go. There it is. Now the water's connected. Okay. So they got two tree plants there. They'll get going in a while. Sometimes it takes a while to get them going. So we got two treatment plants there. And I think they're all connected because I don't see no complaints from anybody. We have the wire here has been cut. If you see that, that means your wire's cut. You're not transmitting power to that side. So I got power on that side because I got a nuclear power plant, but it's not part of the grid. You want to make sure everything is part of the grid. So, go back to the transmission towers. Go back to the transmission tower here, and I want to just make sure that the power There you go. It's connected now. All right. Wait a minute. Now we we got one connected. We got one missing. Should be everything should be on now. There you go. Those power lines, as this industry grows and everything starts connecting with everything, you can go ahead. You can probably remove those later on. Okay. Right now they're good to go. Everything is good to go there. All right. Power's there. Now we got to bring in power to our grid up here. Okay. This entire grid is pretty much connected, and we got to bring in power here. Here's the thing about it. When you start doing residential, if you put not residential, if you start zoning the area, and you cover everything with a zone, then there's people building houses all over the place, and everybody's complaining that they don't have power. Like these, like the bus here. The bus is complaining it has no power because it's nowhere near a power source. So what you need to do here is bring in some power. All right. So we get our transmission towers, and we're going to get power from this area right here. And I'm going to cross the river here. All right, and we're going to just tie it right there. That's power, because that entire line and this area here should have now enough power. All right. So to get power, to start building their homes and stuff in here. All right. So let's start zoning now. We got everything that we want. All right. We got the entire grid laid down. So now we're going to start to do some zoning here. All right. Here is the zoning. We're going to go with houses here now first. Okay. So we're going to come down here. Our pipelines are laid down. The roads is laid down. Now we're going to do is we're going to start getting some of the houses in there. All right. Now here's the thing about here. This I don't want to get into houses right off the bat here, because it's not what the look that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the upper scale residence, you could say. Let's see what I got. Commercial zone, office. These here will probably. Here's something that's better. These residents. So we're gonna go with those here, and we're gonna start to zone them in. All right. And there. Alright. Alright. So they're in there. Alright. Now we're going to go over to the industry area. And anything close to the power plant, we're going to start putting our industries in here. Okay. This is the industry area. And I'm pretty much just surrounding the power plant with the industries in there. Alright, this is all industry area here. That's good for now. Alright, let me go watch what's going on here. And we already got houses being built. There you go. Now we're beginning to generate our homes here. This is upscale residence here. Alright. Later on they'll get old and you have to dynamite them, get them out, remove them, and other new houses will start coming in. This, like I said, this is these building of these cities. This game, it's very good. It's like almost like a hobby. You can keep building the cities for a very long time. So we're just getting started here. Here you go. You see how fast they go up now? How they generate here? Look at that. Nice, huh? This is the part that I relax, when I just leave the music on and just look at it. It's just so damn cool. Okay, those homes are being put up with. We're not yet to the bus line, because I really don't need the bus line right now. See, nice building was built there, very nice building there. And the construction continues on it. Alright. Now, as the buildings begin to spread out, check out your zoning. See if you got to add more zoning in there, because now the power will be end up spreading out to these other buildings there. We're still good. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some buildings in front. All right. Let me check out what's going on with the industrial park. And the thing about the industrial park, there's a way to get industries to come to work. Okay, let me see the button here. Okay. Press your triangle on your remote control. And then when it says economics, move your mouse controller to it and just highlight it. And now you're going to go here. Where it says taxes, this is the way you're going to get. Here I got taxes way too high for residential. That's because I was doing something else in the game. Lower that down, really lower it down, because you want people to move in. So lower those taxes down. I'll put down like 4% on all these taxes here. I want people to move in. Okay, so I'm going to lower those taxes down to about 4%. On the residential, and all these taxes, I'm going to, at the beginning here, I'm going to start lowering down. Now here's the thing. Look at the income and look at the expenses. In reality, you couldn't make this city. All right. It's because I have an unlimited budget. I'm doing this. But if you were actually playing the game where you're limited to a budget, I'm way over budget. I got $17,000 over budget expenses, and I'm only making 59 cents. So I wouldn't be in it. But this is just to have fun and get to learn the game. So lower these taxes down to about 4%. Everything to 4%. And now people are going to start moving in. Now what I do in the industry is I actually lower it down to 1. Because I want industries to start moving in right away. Anything big, I want those companies to start moving in right away. Alright. Alright, so now if you turn it off, you see in a while you're going to have some of the companies start building stuff in there. Because they're going to start saying, oh my god, it's almost free to live, to have business over there, to put up stuff in. Now you see how fast things are beginning to generate here. Hey, you're paying almost no taxes. So what do you expect? So there they are. There are the houses being built up. They're really nice houses there. I mean, residential area here being built up. And very little taxes are being paid there. Okay. And they're coming up like, it's coming, they're spreading like rice, I guess, all over the place. They're coming up. Here's the thing now. As your city grows, you're going to have to come up with other stuff. You need a hospital, you need hospitals, you need schools, you need all this kind of stuff. So right now, I'm going to be looking to put in a nice hospital in there. Alright, looking for a nice hospital that I can put in there. So I'm going to put a nice hospital in there. This is a big one here. Find me a nice place where I can put the hospital. And I'm just going to, since I have unlimited budget, I'm just putting the big stuff now. Alright, there you go. Nice hospital, beautiful looking hospital. Look at that. Alright, so I'm not going to put the hospital in the downtown area, like right here in the middle, because this will be where the big buildings are at, and I'll end up destroying that later on. I don't want to do that. So I'm putting the hospital towards here, the end here. Okay, then you're going to have to put in fire stations and police stations. So you go over here, and you go over to the police stations. All right. And what you're going to do here, I'll probably put a headquarter building. Let me see, a police station, and this one is the headquarter building. I'm going to put a headquarter building, and you can keep them around the same place where the hospital is at, right here, okay. All right there. All right. So there you go. There is a police station that I'm putting in there. Nice one. All right. And then bring in your fire department. You will need a fire department, because if you don't, let me bring in the bigger fire department. Okay, fire station. And this is because the city's going to start growing really fast, and if you got small stuff in there, it's going to be a problem. Now, here's the thing about the fire department. They're going to need a way to get around fast, so put them close to the boulevard. Like here, I'm putting it down here at the end here. All right. So I'm putting this fire department building right here across from the hospital, and it's close to the 4-lane or 3-lane highway, whatever it's a wide boulevard. All right, that's in there. All right. And then you can go to your educational buildings. So we're going to go back to our educational buildings here. And what you got there at the beginning, you got an elementary school, you got high school, you got a university, and you got a public library. All right, all that is essential. So what we're going to do here, because we're going to become, right now you probably got a lot of the single people moving in here because they see all those, factories are going to start coming up here soon, and they're going to want jobs. Since got too many kids. In our city could maybe get a couple people with kids in there. So you're going to need a school. You got to have to have a school. So what I'll do is we're going to put a school in there, and we're going to kind of bunch it up here a little bit, the schools. What I'll do is I'll take this, since we have buses over here already, why not put the school near the buses? Okay, so we're going to put an elementary school right here, and then we're going to put a high school. Let's put the high school right on this side here, and then we're going to put in a university, which is going to be bigger. Let's see if we find a place for this university. Right there, we'll put a university. All right, and then you're going to public library, and we'll put it here since this is the educational place. There's I'm gonna have to run some transmission towers over here to get the buses going and get the schools going. So I'm gonna just go pick up some towers. Later on I'll take them out. So let me go get the towers. There we go. We've got towers right here, and I'll run the towers all the way down here. And this is going to energize this entire area here. So right there, power's in there, and everything here is all, since it's all close by, the power is going to be supplied to all those other areas. You're going to watch the power start being supplied there. Alright, you see how no longer you see the little lighting thing over it? There you go. All the power now is being supplied to that area. So the buses are good to go. Everything's set to go there. I'm not sure how that bus thing works because I don't use it a lot on my games, but the bus terminal is there in the whole 9 yards. Alright. Okay. Schools are there, and the buildings are here. Alright, and let's see what's going on here. We should be getting new buildings. We got a new one coming up here. There's a new building coming up right there. Alright. Now we're going to start looking at commercial stuff. You can't just have a city with all buildings and nothing to eat, and no McDonald's, no Burger Kings. Now you're not going to get that here, but you're going to get something similar to it. So let's put some of the commercial buildings in there. So we're going to look at the zoning, and now we're going to be looking at some of the commercial areas. Okay, let's go for the bigger ones here. Let's see a couple ones in them. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Let's take this one here, so we can get some of the commercials. What I do is I'll put these closer to the city here. So I'll put a zone in there for commercial. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this lower end commercial stuff, and I'll put it down here. Not all the blocks, just some of the blocks. Okay, just put some stuff on some of the blocks. Don't cover everything with commercial stuff. And just, get an idea what you want to do as a city, what kind of looks you're looking for here. What do you want, something nice by some convenience store next to the hospital or something, or a fire station. Then you put it there, and then you can put some buildings in there. Alright, so now we're going to add some more buildings in there because we're running out of commercial areas. So we're going to go and we're going to put some buildings in this area right here. Alright, and on this side. We got commercial area. Now if you look at the bottom there, you're going to see where you see the smiley face towards the bottom, it says 293. Next door you see a bar, and you see how much commercial you have and how much residents you need, and you got to kind of balance it out there. Alright, here we go. So we got the area there for commercials, and you can see right now a commercial, something's going, some kind of business is going on there. It's being built. You got another one being built on this side, and you got some more being built down there. This is all great because all this it's going to start adding now some jobs too. And across the still here, it takes a while, I noticed on this game, to get the businesses. Even though I lower taxes, it's going to get a little while still to get them going. Alright, usually you have to build up more people. I only got 300 people living in this city. The small city the small little area I got here. You want to get some more people in there. Alright, so you go, you see where the it's really beginning to build up now. And what we'll do is, because we already got power in this area, and this is the residential area, let's go ahead and start zoning this area for a residential area. You know, stay away from the school areas because people don't like all the noise from the school. You can put some houses there, and then back over on this side, put in some houses. This is going to be houses. This is like the just houses here is what you're going to have. All right. But this is all for residential area. Now, some of these corners here, I'll leave them for commercials. Like if I have a corner like that, I'll leave it for commercials. And you can put a gas, you know, gas stations, whatever the deal, you know, some kind of little restaurant. So some of those corners, I'll leave them. I won't put the commercial stuff in there. Now, at this point, you can pretty much. You got I believe I put a police station. I might have to put another police station up here because you don't want to leave, you know, to go this far up without a police station. We'll put a. Go in there, and maybe we'll put a commercial area in there. And we got this entire area now beginning to. We'll begin to put in the residence area. We're going there. All right, let me see where I'm at here. I don't want to get too close here. I want to leave space for the city to build. All right, because most of it. Okay, you're going to be a lot of residents are going to be in this area. Alright, I don't want to go too far because most of this in here will be city. Alright, so I'm just going back into this area a little bit, but not much. There you go. And later on we can start moving some of these homes out of here. Alright. Alright. Alright, so this is, now I'm going to move into a little bit the residence of the bigger buildings. And I'll start moving those in here. Alright. And I'll move some of the restaurants, some of the commercial areas too in there. And then I'll put some of the small low-end ones here. Alright. We'll see how that's going there. That boulevard looks nice. Okay. And housing is going okay. And got quite a few businesses in there already. Alright, we're up to 400 people. Let's see what's going down here as we continue to build here. Alright. Let's see what new houses are coming up here. Still across the, we're not seeing any business still being built there. I mean, sure has all been zoned in. They will get going, it's just a matter of time. Alright. There you go. Alright. And the area, as you can see, is being built up on the side. Hey, how's it going out there? Somebody just sent a message. They want to say, hi. I say hi too. We're out here playing the City Skyline. It's just like a Sim City city. To me, it's a really nice game. And we're just beginning to build some stuff here. We're on the unlimited section right now, where you basically have an unlimited budget, unlimited everything. And this is mainly for those who are learning how to play the game. And I always tell people, when you're learning, I played this many years. I played this game. And I tell people, when you're learning to play either SimCity or this one, try to get the unlimited, where you're able to get unlimited everything. And even though you might not get awarded for it, but it helps you to learn more about the game and how to structure the city and so on. And some cities you can make them look really nice. As you advance in this, cities will look really super nice. And this is pretty much a grid city. It has a lot of grid look to it, but you can make some nice looking designs in these cities. The city here is beginning to grow, as we can see. And we got all kind of commercials going on here. I got the housing down there. Let's see how housing is going. How's that growing there? The school's already open for business, it looks like. We got the playground out there. And already we got a couple new residents moving in. Alright, so they're lucky right now because everything is brand new here. And we got a lot of room for more residents here. Alright. Alright, so we're going to see how many more can start moving in. The industrial park is still not building anything. We need to get more residents in here, but that will be coming. Some smaller stuff is coming up here. Alright, small little businesses are coming up here. And people are making money. So there you go. As we move over. We have a bit of a fire here going on. Remember, if you got fires or any kind of disaster, once the building burned down, and I got my fire station here, because that was one of the first things I put in was a fire station, because I know this game, you have to put a fire station in there, and I'm sure they must, I hope they're on their way. There they are. They're already in the scene. Firemen are at the scene already, and they're going to turn off that fire. You're going to have to continue to catch up with all this game, because some buildings may burn down, some other buildings may go out of business, and you just can't not allow it. If the building shuts down, you got to destroy the building and allow another building to fill in the place. Right now, this building looks like it's going to remain. It's not going to be destroyed, so maybe they're going to fix it. So that's okay. But if the building looks like it got dilapidated, you could say it's falling apart, and there's nobody in there is saying basically everybody moved out, then you go ahead and bulldozer the damn thing and remove it. Okay, let another building go into there. You can see here, Boulevard looking really nice. Alright. And we got a nice space in here to move around. We got that bus area in the middle. And things are going quite well here. And we got the night sky here. Very nice. Okay, here we go. Let's see if more houses are being built over here at the residential area. And we got a couple more houses going up. Here's, we got one right here. It's going up. There you go. Alright. Pretty soon all this whole area will be populated with houses. It'll look really nice. Alright. What we gotta do is, as this area grows, I put a police station here. Alright, the main police station is here. We'll have to possibly put another station somewhere around this corner down here. And possibly another fire department. Alright. And also maybe one on this side too. Okay, we want to make sure everybody's happy. Right now we don't have to, we're not concerned, our population is not that big yet. We're still at 603 people here. Very small population still. We're actually wasting a lot of power with all these lights. If you think about it. Alright. So there we go here. Okay, what are we building on this? Anything else coming up here? We got a gas station going on. It looks like a gas station. Yeah, we got a gas station. Here we go. Yep, somebody put in the gas station in there. That's nice. And we got another building coming next to it. They're putting another building next to it. Alright, because you see that area just got cleared out. It'll take a while, but you're going to have some kind of a building being built there. As this. You know, they have nice traffic lights. I like the boulevard. It's got nice traffic lights on it. Alright. And this is basically has the there we go. They got the buildings being built now. Okay, I'm not sure what that's going to be. Maybe another restaurant or something. It seems like possibly another little small business is going up there, which is cool. And then we're going to go over here. See where we're at in population. We're up to 661, and more people are beginning to move in. As far as the residential area, more buildings are going up, more houses are going up, which is good. There you go. 2 houses in the same area being built there. Alright. There you go. New houses are going up there. Alright, so those houses are up, and that will help out, because we will eventually start getting factories being built over here, but right now, because it's, you know, you need to get some people here. Factories are kind of lacking here, but they're going to get going. I lowered the taxes on the factory, so make sure I lower the taxes, because I'm almost sure I lowered the taxes on the factory. And let me see what I got. Yeah, I lowered it down. Everyone's getting a free location here. And all the anemones are in there. I don't know why they're taking so long to get in there. Well, eventually they'll get in there. As the here we go. See, this is a bit of a problem. When you see that up here, well, you guys workers are missing. It needs more workers. Okay, so we have overexpanded commercials. Too many commercials right now. Commercial business. Well, they don't have enough workers. And when you don't have enough workers, what's going to happen is the business can go out of business. They can close down because they don't have people to work their business. So for right now, you cannot add any. You should not add it. If you see that a lot, you shouldn't add any more commercial properties until you get enough residential or people moving into the city, and then you can go. Then people will get jobs, and those people, the residential area, the places like this will have people to work on. Let me see if I lower enough of it, because I almost lowered the taxes to nothing there, because I want people to move into these areas. Yeah. Let me see what I did on taxes here for rest. Let me lower that really down to nothing almost. Now, like I say, if you're doing the normal game, you can't play the way I'm playing right now with this, because you go bankrupt. Look at that, $26,000, over $26,000 in expenses, and I'm only making $500. So I must be like the super billionaire who really doesn't care. He just wants people to live happy in the city. It's just basic way. So I'm gonna lower it down to 1%. There you go. That's gonna hopefully get more people to move into the city faster, and we will see more buildings being built here. Now I do this on stages. As you can see, I started off in the corner of the city, and I'm building my way that way. Okay, I'm not trying to spread everything all over the place. So I'm limiting the zoning. I'm not putting zoning everywhere. Okay, because it's probably gonna be a mess. All right, so what I do is kind of like work myself up this way, and then I'll work myself that way. Over here I got zoning by the power plant, and already got zoning in that area. What I want to do is put a little commercial zoning in there, because I didn't put that in there. Make sure I've got a couple of commercials in there. We're gonna go for a couple of low-end commercials in there. Let me see. Put one in here, and we'll put one here in the corner. Maybe a gas station. Might be a pop. Maybe I have no idea what's gonna pop up. Might be a gas station, a little store or something. And we'll put a couple of stuff in here. These small little spaces. Oh, we'll fill it in with a little bit of commercial stuff in there. Alright. Alright. Now you can probably put a worker building in there. It will be one of the higher scale residents. Let's see if I find that. Alright. You can put one of these residents. You can put a couple of these in there. And as the place grows, you can then take them down. If you get a lot of areas that they require commercial building, you can go take it down. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in there, just to see if I can get some stuff going on there. All right. So I get a little bit of balance in there. Let me see what's going on here. What do we got here? We got houses coming up because I lowered the living yang out of those taxes. So people are beginning to move into the city. What I got is a big problem here. This entire road right here is over commercialized. All right, too much commercials, not enough workers, and not enough business. Why? So, like I said, you need to have a good balance here. Now, just here, I added too many commercial stuff. Let me see what's in my zoning if I get more workers in here. High-end houses. Yeah, I can get more people to come into work in here. So let me add some more zoning in here. And that will get some of the more buildings being built in there. Alright. And let me add some buildings around the back here. Alright. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Well, I got the, somebody asked about education. I got the buildings, everything on here. I got the college, I got the schools, I got the elementary school, I got all these educational buildings in here, so we should be good to go with that. As far as that goes, the issue here is not enough houses, not enough residents being here. Even though I'm getting a lot of houses, I got to get more residence units in there. And once, because I've done it, when I played this game before, when I had this kind of situation, I have a couple of choices here: make more residents, or basically just tear them down and wait for the place to populate a little bit more. And then you'll see then you can kind of balance it out. What they're missing now is people to show up to work here. The educational system, I got that in place here. That's the entire area right there, and I don't think it shouldn't be a problem for a city this size. I think that should be enough there. I think we'll be okay on there. Let me see if we're getting more houses being built. It seems like we're getting more houses being built. Here we go. Yeah, I see more houses are being built, and this is going to help that situation as the houses continue to be built. What I'm going to do is speed up the game here a little bit, because I noticed it's on first setting. It should be on the second setting. I won't put it on the third setting because it might be a little bit too fast. Let me see. Okay, there you go. And let me get a little faster going there. Alright. I should get a little bit more stuff going. Let me see what's going on across the street here. Alright. Still, we got one of our first businesses in that area. And it looks like a hamburger joint. Yeah, good. Get some of those guys at a nuclear power plant to get some hamburgers. Alright. There we go. And we're going back on this side. The houses are being built, which is all good. There you go. So people are beginning to move into the city. We're up to 1,057 in the population, and that continues to grow here. Okay. Let's see, we're getting our neighborhood's beginning to fill in. Another house coming up here. Okay. That's going to continue to fill in. And I didn't space these houses too together, because this is going to eventually, this entire area is going to be the city. Alright, most of the, you see some of the bigger buildings in there. I don't want to end up making it too congested, everything too piled up against each other, I guess you want to say. Alright. The hospital's okay. Let me see what else we can bring in here. Alright. I'm not going to go for any parks now. I can throw it in there, but I'm not going to go for that right now. Alright. Yeah, they're getting really mad. If we don't start getting some residents here. No more of this commercial zone. I put a bit too much. And the housing situation is, you can see there are more people beginning to build houses. And that continues to improve. We don't have a lot of houses if you look at it. A lot of our stuff is here. Alright. And let me go ahead and see if I can get a couple more buildings in there. Alright. I'm gonna get a couple more of these, the residential areas in there. I'll put a couple more in there to get a couple more people in here. Alright. Just to populate this a little bit more and get the complaints done with. They don't have enough workers. Alright. That entire area has just been populated with housing. Alright. I'll leave the corners, like I say, for commercials. Alright. And let me go finish the other road with houses. Alright. That's a bit of a narrow street there. Later on, that'll probably change. Alright. We already got some houses already being, some of the residential areas already being built up. And this is all good. It doesn't matter we're in that situation with the housing crisis that we have over here. But I put some houses over here across the industrial area. And it looks like we're already beginning to get some businesses in here. Well, I also put some of the commercial areas in there. Alright. And let's see what we got here. Oh, I forgot one thing. We had to put a police station over here. Because they're really far away from the main one. Let me get a police station in there. Alright. There we go. And I'm also going to get a fire station in there, because if I don't, things could burn to the ground. So we'll get a fire station in there. And you can put a prison in there. I don't know why it's not properly. Say it's not there. So we got a fire station, a police station, and we need to get a try to get a medical center in there. There you go. I'm not gonna put a big building. I'll put one of the smaller hospitals in there. Put it over here, right next to the police station. So everything is there, everything they need. And of course, later on we're gonna have to add more places to dispose waste. Water supply is good. Everything is good. We got the police station in there. And everything looks pretty good in here. Let me add a couple more of these areas for industrial. And we're going to set those guys up in here. Alright. Right by the city. I mean the main road. Alright. So that's all in there. That should be enough right there for now. Alright, so we can see some of the industries going up already. There's a couple of small ones there going up. Small one there. Some small industry just went up. Over here we got some of the commercials areas developing. And over here we have an industry just built up right here. So industries are coming in. And we just have another one coming in here. Okay, we'll leave the industry alone there. There's another one being built right there. Let's see what that one's going to be all about. There you go. And some kind of container industry. See containers outside. Supplies, whatever they want. Some kind of industry just went up on there. So industry is beginning to move here. Now these, I had a feeling that I had to destroy these. I don't know, I just had a feeling. Don't leave them sitting around because they're just gonna take space. Go to your definition and get rid of them. Entire road is gonna have to go. Alright. I just hope they're not. I know it's I could have changed the zoning on it, but you have to put it like on pause because right now they're probably building the same thing. You have to come back and destroy it again. Let's see what's going on here. We got a couple more here. Too much. I just put way too much here, and it doesn't matter. We're gonna